Okay, well, the creation is finished and we're ready to see if it starts. We've cleaned the carburetor out, mounted it on some little skids a bit quick. So yeah, we're ready to see if it'll go for the first ever time. Got some fuel in this fuel tank. Just found out that a old Villiers banjo fitting from the carburetor of an old Villiers engine that I used to have fits this tank perfectly, so we can finally use this tank for some things that don't have fuel tanks. So every Suffolk we have doesn't have to have a fuel tank mounted on the front of it. Anyway, let's see if we actually get anything. Don't expect we will, because we really don't have much compression. It tried. Like I said, I haven't got much compression. This would be a lot easier if we had the recoil on, but not much I can do about that little spring. Definitely fired that time. Let's see if we're... the most tiniest little teensy weensy piece of compression there. As soon as it gets running though, it'll probably be fine. Definitely fired that time. And again, come on. Well, it ran, rather briefly. It's giving us a bit more compression though. Surely now we can get it started. It's got to run now. Come on. Okay, got a site to sort out, and then we should be able to get it going properly. Boy, it's a noisy bugger.
Suffolk engine combined with an old 1950s Briggs & Stratton 5S. Got the 5S sump, oil pump, piston and connecting rod, and the head out of the 5S, and then the rest of it is a Suffolk engine. It actually doesn't sound that bad. Definitely got that big end knock, just as I thought it would. But it's not very smoky. That's either a good sign or a really bad sign. Good sign is it's got good rims, bad side is the oil pump isn't doing anything. Probably more likely to be the latter. Head gasket is flowing quite nicely. To be expected. First time I've ever successfully run an engine with bits of engines from another mate. I tried the Suffolk with a Tubsy carbon manifold once and that didn't work. Maybe we can use the rest of the 5S and another Suffolk engine to get that block running as well. Could be worth a try. If we can get a Briggs & Stratton 3 horsepower odd cast iron flywheel, it'll probably work. Bearing is hot. No, the whole block is hot actually, so that's probably not a very good indication. I have absolutely no idea if that oil pump is doing anything. Seems to be a fair bit of smoke coming out of there. Probably shut it off if we think the oil pump isn't doing now. It'd be a shame to blow it up on the first ever run.
Oh yeah, lots of steam, lots of smoke. That head gasket is pretty much cooked. Yeah, I think we've got oil moving around in there. It's all the way up on the top of the dipstick, so I think we've had oil sloshing about. The pump was working at a slow speed. Although my plan is, with that oil pump, and with no starter on the front of it, I'm hoping, once we got this carburetor sorted out, that we can run this engine really slowly. Try and get it as low as possible, maybe stick another flywheel on the back, and just see how low we can get it to go. Because it does have an oil pump, so it shouldn't have a problem getting oil. It seems to flick quite nicely at low speed. It's run off of the cam gear, which is pretty big, to a pretty small gear on the oil pump, so yeah. As long as the oil pump's working. If the oil pump isn't working, then we've got a bit of a problem. I think it is working though. Certainly seems to be. Still, it is a running Briggs & Stratton crossed with a Suffolk engine. So really hand the tables over to you guys now. What the hell do we call this thing? I don't know, I've got no idea. It's a cross between a Briggs & Stratton 5S and a 60s Suffolk 75cc engine. Come up with a name, and we'll call it that. We'll make up some stickers for it or something, give it a wacky paint job or something, I don't know. Or just leave it as it is. try and get some other bits off the 5S on there. One day hopefully we can have the Suffolk crankshaft out of there and put the 5S's ignition and crankshaft in there. That would be pretty cool as well. Leave the Suffolk cam, leave the Suffolk block, and maybe sort out something to, or maybe even try and find an old Briggs & Stratton cowling, because it would fit. They do have the same bolt. I think the old 5S's just bolts on there and there and there. I was going to do it with a Suffolk cowling, but I forgot this is a late 60s model, which has the smaller backplate, so the other cowling I've got is far too big, unfortunately. But anyway, it runs. Remarkable. So yeah, come up with a name, leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.